So right off the bat, packaging on the old, packaging on the new. They did have an old packaging before this one even. I don't have it no more. Should have saved it. But you can see the differences in the packaging. They're both 500, 14.3 grain, 14.3 grain. The picture and the hollow point on new ones, on the picture, they make the cavity look massive on the hollow point compared to the old ones. Let's dig in deeper. Okay, if you can see on camera, the older ones are darker than the newer ones. Does that suggest they used a different lead? Possibly. But one thing we may get to see if I can capture a pellet today is if the expansion is any different on the old ones compared to the new ones as well. Craftsmanship. Let's take one out and take a look. This is one of the old ones. Very clean. Skirt of the pellet. Not jagged. Nice uniformity. Overall, no casting marks, no seams. Always been a solid pellet. A lot of guns like them. Moving over to the new ones. All right. So, the hollow points, actually, they are the same as the old. I don't see... Yeah, never mind. The cavity is slightly bigger on the newer hollow points. Skirting. Little jacked up. A little jagged around the skirt there. And I do see on the one seam, there is a casting mark. That is not good. Zeroed out. First up, the old ones. 14.2, just touching 3, coming back. We're off to a great start. Let's check the second one. 14.3, just touching up, 14.3. Right on the money. Let's get our third pellet out. They're in no special order. I didn't rig this, so I'm just mixing them around there. We'll grab this one. And you can see I'm using the tweezers so that there's no oil on my fingers to mess the results up. Okay. I don't know if it's the wind blowing. Let me take that back off there. 14.3 on the money. So we had a 14, what was it, 2, a 14.3, and a 14.3, as advertised. Let's look at the new ones. Oh, I got a runner. And they got another runner. All right, screw you. We'll get a new one. $14.4. Hold up. 14.7. Stick that back in there. Grab another one. 14.6. And for our third, 14.4. So there is definitely a deviation there. Up 14.5, 14.4. The Benjamin Marauder 22 PCP semi-auto version. We're not going to single shot load these. We're just going to send them. And I do have sandbags, so it helped take a little bit of the wobble out of me. Okay, like I said, first up is the OGs. Has a 1-inch splatter burst. We're currently at 50 feet. We will move back to 75 after the first rounds. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't get much better than that. We're touching on all 5, hole and hole, through one of the other holes. That's a pretty darn tight group. That center of that, I believe, is a quarter inch. Now, I was at 50 feet. Like I said, we'll move back to 75 and see how they open up. But I'll put a new sticker on there, and we'll shoot the new ones. Okay, new sticker's up. This is the brand new Crosmans. I have not touched the scope. We will see where they're grouping, and I'll just hold the same spot. Would you look at that? That is, you can't get any better than that. Plugged all 5 straight through the center. And that was shooting pretty quick, too. I wasn't even really taking my time that much. So I got 2 of them set up this time. We'll shoot the old at the top and the new at the bottom, all in one round. I'll put 5 through one, 5 through the other. We'll come and compare them. Now we'll get to the new ones. So there we go. The old ones, still a tight group. And believe me, you seen, I was snapping those off. I really wasn't pinpointing these things. I just wanted to get a general consensus of how my shooting style is anyway. I don't sit and hold all day. You don't have time for that when you're game hunting or stuff like that. Here's the new ones. They're still all touching. And to me, that is still a great group at 75 feet. Don't get me wrong, that's better, I would say, except we have a slight flyer, but could have been me because deviate a little bit. So 4 there, 1 there, or all 5 right there. Had the better accuracy there. That's really hard to decide.